Hi there, this is Dr. Joyce Knieff with Yggdrasil Naturopathic Medicine. Today we're going to talk more about autoimmune disease. This is part 5, and previously we've covered how to get yourself out of an autoimmune flare, the impact of gut health on autoimmune disease, the impact of stress and cortisol, and the impact of the hormones, especially estrogen. Today we're going to talk a little bit about detoxification and the impact of environmental toxins on autoimmune disease. So we live in an environment that is more toxic than ever. There are several microplastics in our environment. You cannot go through your life without avoiding microplastics these days. There are some metrics that show that on average, people tend to eat about a credit card's worth of microplastics throughout the year. That's a lot of plastic. And it's not just plastic as well. We have a lot of exposure to herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, and a lot of mold toxins in our food supply as well. And many of these, especially the heavy metals, and there are certain plastics and pesticides like BPA that have been associated with the development or the risk of development of autoimmune disease. So when you're looking at autoimmune disease, it's very important to also check the body burden that you may have of these toxins. And this can be done in several different ways. We can either do some direct testing to see what your body burden levels are. There are tests that can be done through blood and urine. Certain heavy metals are best tested through hair as well. And there's a lot on the market right now. So you may need to speak with an expert on the matter, someone who knows where to look for, someone who understands the testing and knows where to look for the most accurate test for you and your body and what you are experiencing. In terms of detoxification, there are many modes to approach this. Depending on the toxicant that you're exposed to, it may be better to help improve liver function. It may be better to help gut function in the case of elimination, but it also might be worth it to look into kidney and skin function as well. Are you sweating? A lot of environmental toxins can be excreted through the sweat. And many times what I see in my clinical practice is patients who are dealing with an autoimmune disease and actually has a really high body load of toxicants tend to have a little bit more difficulty sweating. A lot of this process can be streamlined in a way that's very strategic to binding toxins and removing them from your body. There's a lot of supplements on the market right now that market towards detoxification that may be oversimplified in terms of being helpful for someone with an autoimmune disease with a high body toxic burden. This isn't something that you're going to see a huge benefit from just drinking a liver detoxification tea. A lot of detoxifications surrounding heavy metals, mold toxins, and different types of plastics may need a more comprehensive approach to detoxification that covers all of the detoxification organs, including optimizing the gut, the gallbladder, the liver health, the kidney health, and the skin health with sweating. This is something that our clinic does really well. We have comprehensive plans that are laid out that walks you through step by step with guidance from our doctors to be able to detoxify both safely and comfortably as well as effectively. So if you believe that a high body toxic burden may play a role in your autoimmune disease, we are Yggdrasil Naturopathic Medicine. We're located in Minnetonka, Minnesota. We do offer free consultations with our doctors to discuss your individual case, perhaps your individual exposures, and how we would approach that to be able to help you safely detoxify.